Hey guys, and welcome back to my weekly reading vlog where every time I finish a book, I hop on the camera and give you my thoughts and feelings about it and then let you know what I'm going to be reading next. And I have finished How to Break a Dragon's Heart by Cressida Cowell, the 8th book in the How to Train Your Dragon series. This is an elementary school series, and in this particular book, we are following our main character of Hiccup Horrendous Haddock III as he is off searching for one of his friends, and he gets stranded on a beach, and then there's an impossible task, and everything kind of goes from there. I did find this book to be more enjoyable than the average. It's definitely not my favorite, but it is up there. I liked the plot. I thought it did a pretty good job of sticking to the point. It didn't meander quite as much as some of the others have. We can also tell that we are getting towards the end of this series. This series is 12 books long, and I can tell that we're starting to build up to that put some stuff in place to build up to the last book. And we did wrap up some of the other kind of a few outstanding items, which was really nice. Overall, I just thought that this was a very solid entry into this series. And so next, I am going to be picking up Night in Silence by Seanan McGuire. This is the 12th book in the October Day series. The October Day series is an adult urban fantasy series that follows our main character of October Day. And she's half fae and half human, and she's a knight, and she tends to solve the really weird problems that crop up around fairy because she's best suited to solve them. And in this particular book, Toby's daughter has gone missing again, and Toby has to go find her again. Now there are some very big problems that crop up because of this kidnapping, and Toby has to try to fix all the things. I don't actually remember too much about this book. Even though this is a reread, it's not quite like I'm reading it for the first time, but I really only remember the end, like where we end up. I remember that, but other than that, I've got nothing. So I'm actually very excited to reread this and rediscover it and see how it goes. I am 15 pages in. That means I have read like the first chapter, and it was a pretty normal first chapter for an October Day book, so I was happy. But I should have an update for you on this book pretty soon. But that is it, you guys. So until next time, bye. Hey guys, it is Friday night, and it is also very late. So I'm gonna try to make this real quick, but I did want to update you because I finished Night in Silence by Seanan McGuire, the 12th book in the October Day series. And I really, really liked this. The plot was actually really nice. Like, it was definitely kidnapping, and which I'm just like, okay. Kind of done with that, but okay. But even as Toby was rushing to find her daughter and going through all the twists and turns, it just felt different this time around, and I really appreciated the focus on all the other different aspects of what was going on. Trying to figure out how to say this without spoiling anything is very difficult. We ran into some of our old favorite characters. We got some more background on some characters, like got to see them from a slightly different perspective. That was really nice. We got some huge reveals in this particular book that we have been building to since at least the 3rd book. That's when I first started catching clues about this. So that was really exciting to see. I don't remember if there's much fallout from it in the next book. I don't think that there is, but I'm sure we will get to some of the fallout in the 14th book, which I'm very excited about. I did not remember the villain of this one, which was a little surprising to me, and so it became very interesting when there was the big reveal of like who the villain is. And other than that, the only thing that I have to say about this, other than I really, really enjoyed it, is that I did find that I did not like how Toby talks to her daughter. She talks to her daughter like her daughter is 10 years old, but her daughter is actually like 18. So I did find that a little off-putting, but honestly, it wasn't. It's like a minor quibble, you guys. Otherwise, this was a very, very good book. So now I am going to go ahead and pick up Aftermath by Ann Aguirre. This is the 5th book in the Samantha Jack series, which is an adult science fiction series which follows our main character of Samantha Jax, who is a jumper. She essentially navigates the spaceship as it is jumping from one point to another. And in this particular book, she is dealing with the aftermath of the events of the last book. So in the last book, it was really a build-up. It was really just a build-up to a choice that Samantha makes at the end of the book. And now it was such a big choice that it has a lot of fallout and she has to deal with it. Now, I don't think that that's the entire plot line, but I don't remember what comes after. So I'm a little bit intrigued. Like, I'm interested to see where this book goes since I don't remember. But yeah, so you will, these tend to be very easy reads, so you will probably see another update from me very soon. So that's it, you guys. Bye. Hey guys, it is Saturday night, so it is time for my end of the week update. And let's go ahead and start with a thing I have made absolutely no progress on. The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. So yeah, I'm still on page 100. And what I'm realizing is that I just want to focus on the books that I had for my TBR for August, because it is, a lot of them are I am doing for the Magical Readathon. However, I do want to finish this book in August. I think it's just going to end up happening after I have finished everything else. So, at some point, I will read this. However, it was not this week. So now let's talk about Aftermath by Ann Aguirre, the 5th book in the Samantha Jack series. I am now 55 pages into this book, and that is not, I really was hoping that I was going to be a little bit further in it, but I found the first part of this book to just be an extremely hard read. So I have said before that, like, I've read this series, but I don't remember anything about it. But I think some part of me remembered because I was just dreading every moment of this. And I finally got to the scene that I know, like, once I got through that scene, I knew that the worst was over. It's not going to be great reading for like the next 50-ish pages or so, but it'll be easier. So yeah, not great, but it's okay. I got through it. However, I am liking this book a lot better than I liked the last book. The last book seemed to really be aimless and not have, it was progressing the like story arc further, but it really didn't do much of anything for itself, so I didn't appreciate that. But this is already doing so much better, and I just can't wait to get past like the first third of the book. Yeah, so I should have an update for you on this one pretty soon, because these tend to be really easy reads, and now I'm like past the worst, the things that was going to slow me down the most. I should just fly through it. And then lastly, the D Textbook by Cracked.com. This is nonfiction. I have been slowly reading this. Now, funny thing is that when I went onto Goodreads to add this to my like currently reading shelf, I found out that I've read this before. I told you I had never read it. No, I've read it before, which makes sense actually, because as I'm reading this, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I knew all these facts. I knew a lot of them anyway. I didn't remember learning them. So it's like, apparently I've read it before. It's stuff I already knew. I just honestly do not remember the act of reading this book. And so it turns out it was like, I read this during my kids' like first year when I was so sleep deprived, I don't remember much of anything. So that's likely why I do not remember the act of reading this book. But either way, I'm still enjoying it. I'm still enjoying like looking at or remembering these things and just enjoying myself. But I am now 50 pages in out of like 200. So I am probably going to read a little bit more than I have been. Like, I've been reading it in between chapters of books, and so I might just read a little bit more than I have been in between each chapter. Probably. I don't know. Either way, I need to pick up the pace on that book a little bit if I want it to be done before the end of August. So, but that's it, you guys. That is my update. Those are all the books that I am in the middle of. So that's it. Until next time, you guys, have happy reading, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.